Say good morning, Stell. Okay, what do you listen to? Sounds like the trash man, don't it? What's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning. Say hi, Stell. Say hi to everybody. I love you. That's my girl. It's gonna be a cooler day here today. I don't know about where you guys are at, but it's definitely gonna be a cooler day today. Stella's little wood pile that she gets to destroy every day, and then we'll back up for her. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Say, that's my wood. That's my wood. And yes, we're going to talk about the weather for a little bit. Can you guess what we're going to talk about? That's going to lead into the overall topic of this morning. So hopefully you guys got your thinking caps on. I hope so. Good girl. That's my good girl. So, weather. When it comes to the weather, you guys do know that there's a very big contradiction, right? There is a huge contradiction when it comes to climate change, right? Yes, climate change is real. At some point, everything is going to change. And at some point, it's not going to be habitable for us anymore to be here. That's the truth about climate change. The lie, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have to rush to get this done. You see, this narrative is brought on by billionaires who actively think they are better than us. If any of you are historians, or if any of you take pride, hi baby, in knowing where you come from, this same thing has been done to us since before we could even record history for ourselves. I am the Lord, I am the King, I am the serf. You will do work for me until you die, because you were born on my land. And then you have people like Peter Thiel these days. Oh, only a small number of humans will rise up. They'll go from 0 to 1. Everybody else is expendable, right? That's the narrative. Like, literally, they change verbiage, but the narrative, hi baby, is always the same. Let me tell you the truth about climate change. The only reason they want to rush to get it done is for one possible reason. It's because scientists have proven the Earth is changing, right? We've gone over this a few times over 2.5 years, but the Earth is literally in the stage of its pole shift. It's already shifted slightly. I mean, it's sitting above Siberia now. What do you think that causes? Especially when it's been proven that the Earth has been in a cool down period for millions of years, right? It's time to warm up. See, what human beings are scared of, they're not scared of the climate changing. They're scared of it changing too much to where they won't survive. Not all of us. Them. That's the truth. And just look at terminologies, right? Look at the words that they use. Look at the words they get you used to using. They want you to put yourselves in the corner, right? But personally, just like Johnny says, nobody puts baby in the corner. So it's on us. It's on you to ask the right questions. It's on you to look up the right answers. Because I teased it with the whole king and lord and serf thing. This is all just a control mechanism. You people need to realize, the way I've realized, it's not too late for us. It's not us versus them and they've won. Technically, we're still here, we're still breathing, we still have time to correct that. Just like Europe corrected it hundreds of years ago, right? After the Black Death. You see, before the Black Death, you were born into a kingdom. A much smaller kingdom than like, France or England or anybody else would have later on. It was mainly just lords, right? Lords and ladies that were protectors of their realm, or supposed to be. Most of them were just harsh, childlike dictators. But hey, to each their own. And you had no choice in the matter, right? You had no choice. Anybody seen A Knight's Tale? A man can change his stars. Same thing. Like, what you were born as, you were meant to die as. You were not allowed to become a knight. You were not allowed to become a lord. You were not allowed to become anything other than what you were born to be. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Now, I know the lie that they like to tell. Anybody can do anything. You can become whatever you want. But here is the inconvenient truth for all of you. You can't. They won't let you. Because they have control, much in a way that the lords and kings hundreds of years ago had control. They allow certain people to rise up while still only leaving room for their buddies at the top, for their chosen to take control after they're gone. Do you know how the people of France and England and all over Europe actually took their lives back? The Black Death. See, the Black Death went through Europe, and it did not discriminate. It took king and peasant alike. And the lords and the ladies were faced with an inconvenient truth. They needed their subjects to work the land, and they didn't have enough people to enforce them working anymore. So it put power back in the little guy's hand. Did you guys know that? It put power back in there. They were able to negotiate a work schedule, a fair wage. It took what you could define as a cataclysm in order to reshape the world around them. Now, a cataclysm reshaped our world. It put us more into servitude, but at the same time, it opened our eyes to the way that they really run shit around here. The universe is giving us a chance, ladies and gentlemen. It's giving us a chance to rewrite the narrative. The only question is all their hard work, all of their brainwashing, all of their little, I need to stay on top because I'm better than them. You know, they're the lords and ladies. We're just the help. Earth is a resort for like 500 rich people, and we're just the staff, right? Are you going to play the bitch? Are you going to play the victim and let that continue? Or are you going to slowly get the education you need? Learn what is true and what they're using against you. And are you willing to stand up and take back what truly belongs to you and everyone else, and not just them? See, because the biggest problem I run into is everybody's got a problem, right? Everybody's got a problem with the structure and the way things are. But their problem is that they're not on the top. They don't want to change the structure. They don't want to topple the complex. They just want to take that guy out and stand in their position. They don't actually want anything to change. And that's the problem, is because the way that we live subjugates every human being that's not on top. That structure needs to go. It needs to come down. Anarchy, barter and trade, how things actually used to work. I work a field, I grow corn, you grow potatoes. Hey, we're gonna swap out so we can have a little bit extra. What, you know, you give me this, I give you that. And not some fake currency that's backed by imagined gold just because they showed you a picture of Fort Knox once that had a room full of it. Come on, people. I know you're smarter than that. Hopefully this got your brains going. I'll see you guys later. Good for Bob.